Fights over face coverings have turned heated right here in San Diego, sometimes with threats of lawsuits against businesses trying to follow the county rules. We've seen a lot of people asking, are those threats legitimate? ABC 10 News anchor Derek Staahl goes in depth on what is protected under the Americans with Disabilities Act and what isn't.
I have a breathing problem. My doctor would not let me wear a mask. So anyone harassing me to wear a mask, you guys are violating federal law. Do you get that? Get that on camera.
You get shortness of breath, dizziness.
There have been a lot of customers claiming businesses cannot legally require them to wear a mask. Some even carry a card threatening fines and citing the Americans with Disabilities Act, or ADA. We spoke with two lawyers who say there are three things to consider with an ADA claim. First, to bring a successful ADA lawsuit, attorneys say the person without a mask must truly have a disability. Businesses can ask if the person has a disability, but not much else. Attorney Colin Harrison.
You can't delve into someone's medical conditions and start asking them a bunch of questions. I would not advise businesses to ask people for any type of documentation.
If the person says they have a disability, the ADA requires businesses to make a reasonable accommodation. So what's reasonable?
A reasonable accommodation might be to ask this customer to wear a face shield, which is probably about 1.5 inches away. That probably wouldn't restrict the person's ability to breathe, or maybe a scarf or some sort of loose-fitting garment.
Attorney Stephen Elia says other accommodations might include curbside pickup, but the ADA has limits. Businesses do not have to fundamentally alter the way they operate. For example,
a customer saying, I don't want to wear a mask. I want you to come and deliver the product to my home. And if the business doesn't already provide delivery service, that would be a major fundamental alteration in their business, one that they would not be required to do.
Both our attorneys said try to make accommodations first. But what if those accommodations won't work? There's a third component to the ADA, section 36.208, that says businesses can turn a disabled person away if they pose a direct threat to the health and safety of others.
People are dying every day, and this is a dangerous virus, and it spreads really easily, and anyone could be a potential carrier of the virus without knowing it.
The Equal Employment Opportunity Commission has said that COVID-19 constitutes a direct threat. So our experts say the threat of a successful lawsuit in a case like this,
You guys are violating federal law,
is low. Derek Staahl, ABC 10 News.
That said, there's nothing stopping people from filing these lawsuits, and there have been at least 9 across the country. But businesses that win can pursue legal fees from the other party. If you have a story that requires an in-depth look, ABC 10 News is listening. Just send us your ideas to tips@10news.com.